Boom, here we are for round two. Davbrikar is our opponent. We are on the draw. Again, this hand, I don't know. We keep getting one land hands on the draw. I mulligan that one, I didn't like it. This hand is fine. Boros land, okay. Usually Boros heroic. Dragon fodder. Ooh. Boros tokens. Anticipate. We got the negate open now if he goes for it. But is he? Dragon fodder. Yeah, I think we gotta negate this. We don't have. This is a spot where like Omen Speaker would probably be better than Jeskai Sage, since it would brick his attacks. But I figure we should hold open Nullify here to stop potential, maybe like Mardu Horde Chief type card or whatever. But Anticipate lets us hit our fourth land, which we pretty much need, but we really wanted an untapped one. But I guess we have to take Evolving Wilds. So again, we're just in the same boat. We want to hold up a Nullify. Ugh, Raise the Alarm's really good against us here. He holds back a creature. I have no idea what for. Oh wait, Triplicate Spirits. So if I recognize, I guess I didn't have the mana available. If I had the mana available, if I had 4 mana, I would have grip tided his untapped soldier, because it would effectively have time walked him, because he basically is telegraphing that he has Triplicate Spirits. Yep, so now I just crack Evolving Wilds, Anticipate again. Nullify is really embarrassing against token decks. So I just need another land. Again, Nullify and Whisk Away don't do anything against tokens, so. Yep. We're in a spot where, I guess Divination and Jeskai Sage is what we're doing. Yeah. Omen Speaker would be a little bit better, but pretty much have to block here, and if he has anything, we're just super dead. And he did. He had Trumpet Blast, so he made that look quite easy. So our sideboard against them is, probably still the City Thieves Faithfuls, the Coral Barriers against the token decks, and the negates are good. The Disdainful Stroke only has Triplicate Spirits as a target, but it's probably better than Nullify. So I might have shaved some of the Nullifies to get room for Disdainful Stroke, but yeah. Maintenance is coming up. I want to watch the replay. No, it won't let me. Because it's already open. Whee! Okay, so this time I get the chance to play first. And this hand seems great. Turn 2 Sage into turn 3 Coral Barrier. I will do it every time. He has a tap land. I get to play my Sage. He plays Dragon Fodder. So I get to play Coral Barrier. And just the matchup seems fine now. Ooh, Sandstep Echoes. Alright, that's a good creature. Another Coral Barrier. Wow, that's fantastic. So here, this 1/1 Sage is not really doing that much, so I definitely want to trade it in for a card and bounce this 1/1 Flyer, so that I can continue to take 0 damage. I actually get to beat down for 1, because I know for a fact he isn't blocking. And then I get to throw down another Coral Barrier. So yeah, I got defenses up. He attacks with 1 guy, and I basically think pretty hard about it. And the only attack that makes sense is if you wanted to play like a Mardu Horde Chief, which is a really bad attack. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a free attack, I guess, because if I don't block or something, or if I block with a 0/4, then he gets a free attack in and free or raid trigger. So I figure, kill my Coral Barrier. No, I'll eat your guy. You can make your token back. And he does. He has the Horde Chief, so now we're in a good spot. We get to play Rolling That Up, which again, without Nimbus Naiad or Aqueous Form, can't really do that much, where Benthic Giant would be able to do a lot more. But again, we don't have 6 mana, so it would be not coming into play yet. So we're looking to draw a land. Would be, well, I guess Evolving Wilds is kind of perfect because it lets us Treasure Cruise next turn. I figure he's making the same attack here, but just by enabling Raid and raise the alarm. So yeah, it's kind of a linear strategy, you know. This deck is just so bad if I get to play Scouring Sands. Like, let's say I just play Mono Blue Splash Red just for a couple Scouring Sands on my sideboard. That actually might be a good idea. Or even Barrage. Barrage the Boulders would be good since Whirlwind Adept. Just could kill them in one fell swoop. But I just Treasure Cruise, draw some cards. You know, he has an opportunity to land, War Flare or Trumpet Blast type effect this turn. So attacking with everything. The worst case scenario is War Flare. So I make blocks as if he has War Flare. So I just don't want to die. My left total's high, but I want to trade my Whirlwind Adept. And I don't want any of my creatures to, like, die without killing something. So basically playing around War Flare. And he has Trumpet Blast, which is a little annoying because I gave him an extra 1/1 to kill here. My 0/4 survives. These traded anyway. And I put 2 guys on this, so it kills it. 4/1 only kills one of my guys, so it's still fine there, and I only take 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So pretty solid block against Trumpet Blast when I'm playing around War Flare. It does kill a bunch of my guys, but I have a bunch more, so it just doesn't matter. Again, my resources get replenished quite easily. So much coral, yeah, man. Sideboarded games are not game ones, bro. Stands up Outcast, alright. Gets to make some flyers. So again, probably Sidisi's faithfuling away that flyer just so I don't take any damage. Keep my left total as high as possible. Get the Treasure Cruise, hit land, have trips negate up with Sidisi's Faithful. Like, look how efficient this turn is. Like, that's unreal. I have, 5 blockers to his 5 attackers, and I'm not even a token in a deck. He is a token deck. Tropical Spirits, definitely negating that. Flyers are kind of the way that he beats me. I think about holding back on this Coral Barrier number 3 because he might have sideboarded in like Scouring Sands, which would have been annoying. But I figure I have so many counter spells in hand that it just doesn't matter. I'm just basically waiting to draw Windcon or a flyer, and Nimbus Nide is pretty perfect. So I just figure he doesn't have much removal. He might have some, but I just need to start clocking him. I have enough counters, and I don't care about 1/1 ground creatures anymore. So I just get to keep beating him in the air, drawing cards, and playing counter spells. So Tropical Spirits again, yeah, that's gonna get negated. Another Divination, like I'm just 2 for 1ing them time and time again. This guy's Sage, this time I get to leave a bunch of cards open. Anticipate draws me into Rise of Eagles, which is pretty great. Yeah. So now we're putting lands on bottom, crushing them in the air. And he can't even really make a desperation attack here, even though he needs to. So beating down for 3, 5, 7. He collateral damages to kill our 1/1, which still leaves us with Nimbus Nide, so we still have lethal in play. And we have 3 counter spells in hand. So Tropical Spirits doesn't quite get there. And we just attack for lethal in the air, and that's it. So that's game 2, and that's pretty much how these sideboarded games should play out for the most part. So game 3. Let's see. Good. Got the disdainful stroke for the triplicate spirits. Better than nullify. I guess nullify did show it had some targets as well, though. But let's see what we got here. Pretty good little opener again. We've got Jeskai Sage into Coral Barrier. I definitely will block and just take my card. Save my damages. Coral Barrier, pretty perfect card. Stops his attack. Radiant Fountains. Holding open some negates and disdainful strokes because I really don't want him to land triplicate spirits. But with 0 cards in hand after he discards the land to Tormenting Voice, I figure this is as good a time as any to negate. Particularly because I have Treasure Cruise in hand and I just want to get every card in the bin. And that negates basically a 2-for-1. It was actually it's actually like a 3-for-1. I prevented him from drawing 2. He discarded a card and he cast a card. And I played 1 card. So I spend 1 card. He lost 4. So yeah, for that 4-for-1. Is that really? Is that how it works? I don't know how card advantage works, but I'm not the expert. I just kind of let the deck play itself. So what are we doing? Walling up. Selfless Cathar is an interesting draw. The fact that he attacks with everything is just not really good, though. I can just block 2 of them. I think about blocking the other ones, but I figure he's going to have to pump anyway, and I don't really want to trade my 1/1s like for bad value. I'm fine just taking like 4 damage. It's not a big deal. So like Selfless Cathar was like 1 mana, deal 4 damage. It was just super mediocre. So attacking with everything, you must have, Trumpet Blast again, because he's not showing War Flare with only 3 mana opens, so I'm perfectly fine with Trumpet Blast, but he only has collateral damage, and he dealt me 1 point of damage to kill those guys, so that can't be good when he has 0 cards and I still have a full grip. So yeah, things are about to get ugly for him. Basically, I already got my Rise of Eagles. I can Nimbus Naiad, start beating down this turn. I've got, yeah, he makes the same play. It's like he's getting through basically no damage. Just to trade that guy. So now I can play my Rise of Eagles and still keep my counter mana open. And again, he's the token deck. But somehow I have more creatures in play than him. Mainly because I'm up 8 cards on him. Again, even the Jeskai Sages, like again, when I got to trade with that on turn 3 or whatever, like every card that you get to trade and draw just cascades this deck more and more and more. Which is why Jeskai Sage is just better than Omen Speaker, because it actually digs you into the deck. So yep, so that was round 2. Escaped with another 2-1.